We welcome you inside Studio J in Atlanta for NBA Tip-Off presented by Lilly. Ernie Johnson, Chief O'Neal, Kenny the Jet, round mound of rebound. How we doing tonight?
Man, I'm excited for this game.
Huh? You saw us last night. Ask him. How are you doing tonight?
No, I mean, come on.
He wasn't here yesterday.
Back from the Olympics, huh?
You weren't at the Olympics.
Were you not at the Olympics?
You were not at the Olympics.
I was at Milan.
This dude makes, oh my God.
You don't think he was at the Olympics?
No, he was not at the Olympics.
You think they wouldn't find him at the Olympics? We've been watching the Olympics.
He was not at the Olympics. Unless he was watching the Olympics at home.
I was in Milan.
You were not in Milan.
Stop it. There's no way
he was at the Olympics.
They didn't show him.
He was on the Today Show.
Thank you, dummy. You were?
Yes. Yeah. From the Olympics.
See, from the Olympics.
Yes.
You're getting old. You're getting forgetful. Thank you, Ernest.
You know, and another forgetful thing. He doesn't understand when you have a road trip when you're playing and you're going to leave that night. You don't leave your luggage in the car.
I don't walk in the arena with my luggage.
No, but because the team is going to take the luggage while the game is going on.
That's what the ball boys are for.
It's been a while since you played.
That's what the ball boys are for.
Sure.
You're right, Chuck. They leave it on the bus. Thank you, Kenny. Stop it. You don't bring it in the car. You don't bring it in the arena.
They're not on the bus.
Stop it, Ernie.
They're at home.
Ernie,
they're at home.
Okay, so even worse. What the hell you got in
No, so they're leaving after the game.
Yeah, but you put that on the bus.
Leave it in your car.
Yeah,
thank you. And then who's going to get it?
The ball boys.
The car to the airport, dummy? No, they don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore.
Hold on. They do not take the bus from the arena to the airport. No, they don't. No, they don't. You drive yourself to the airport. You leave your car. You drive yourself to the airport.
Okay. Obviously, that's not what's going to be happening. Either that or
good job,
Jalen Brunson.
Yes!
Walk around with his luggage. What are you looking at?
My son's hit a 3 at the buzzer to win. Thank you. See? In Milan. You see that? See the background?
There you
go. Milan. That's my... watch this.
And here's what Chuck was just yelling about. End of the second overtime. That was a wild finish.
That's a great win by my son without Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks only played 7 minutes, had a hand injury, so he left early, and no Booker and Jalen Green. I'd love to know what he shot today because I know through regulation he was like 4 for 21, but he hit a big one right there.
Yeah, hey, the only one matters that fourth one.
Yeah. 6 for 26.
6 for 26.
Yeah.
Damn.
Get him up.
And 2 of 11 from 3. Thank you, underdog. I appreciate that.
2 for 26.
Yeah, 6 for 26 to get you $100 million these days.
I should go to the graveyard and just wake my mom up and say, why couldn't you just wait? I can go 6 for 26.
Hey, I'm looking forward to this game. The Knicks and the Rockets. Both number 4 in the West and East. Both trying to hold on to that home court. But for the Knicks, when you come out after the All-Star break in your gym and get smoked like you did by Detroit, and you've struggled against teams with winning records as they have, look, this is a big night for them.
It's a huge night for the Knicks, in my opinion, because the way Detroit, they had no Jalen, no Durant.
Yeah.
They had no Isaiah Stewart.
They had plenty of Cade Cunningham.
But to come in and get smacked like that, now you play on another contender. This, to me, is like, we got to see what we're made of. Because the East is obviously upside down. It's gotten better. Because the Knicks were the preseason favorite.
They were your favorite.
No, most people picked them to come out of the East.
Pistons all day, baby.
Well, you know, nobody
but
thought
the Knicks had a lot like when you look at the polls and all that stuff. Yeah, the Knicks.
But let me tell you something, Ernie.
Yeah.
This is a big game for the Knicks.
You said that, and I agree with you. And I said the same thing.
I would hesitate to agree. I wouldn't say
this is not a big game.
No, because this is a Western Conference team. It's not in your conference. And what you're trying to do is now, when you're coming down the second half of the season, you're trying to play your best. But the odds that you're going to play the Houston Rockets again doesn't dictate who you are.
But you got to factor in the Pistons game the other night. They come after the All-Star break and get smacked at home. You got it. This is a big.
But it's also matchups. Certain teams match up. You're not going to have to match up after tonight anymore with the Houston Rockets.
But Kenny, this game is big from the standpoint of we all know
we want to play for those first 4 spots. Right now they have 23 losses. Toronto is right on the heels with 25. This is a big game as a professional. When you get beat down, you want to show that, hey, last night was a fluke. We know what we have to do. We're going to play better home. So I agree with Chuck. This is definitely a big game for the Knicks because they want to keep those 4 spots because we have really big aspirations for the Knicks.
What's up with, in all honesty, when you look at Karl Anthony Towns now? Because Jalen, Cat, 1-2. His field goal percentage down like the lowest since his rookie season. What do you make of what you've seen from Cat in what he's an all-star year, but not the all-star performance we're used to seeing?
As the reigning supreme leader of the Big Man Alliance, I can say this. And I would say this to his face if I was his teammate. He's playing soft. Playing really soft. You know, you're going to have to decide who you want to be inside or outside, but whatever you decide, you have to be consistent. You know, you can't say I'm the greatest big man shooter and play like you've been playing. When he plays like that, me and Chuck do not have a problem, but, you know, he gets in foul trouble too much. He plays really silly. So, again, if I was on his team, I would look him to the face and say, Cat, we need you. There's big aspiration for the Knicks. You're playing soft. SOF, capital T.
Well, the thing that frustrates me about him, and I want to be very careful how I phrase this because I know the internet, the stupidos on the internet gonna. To me, he don't know how to play basketball. What I mean by that is
nobody will take any.
No.
Nobody will take any offense.
No, but you got to. I'm gonna explain what I mean. He's a terrific 7-foot shooter. But the same criticism me and Shaq had of Joel Embiid. The matchup dictates whether you shoot threes or you go post up. That's what I mean by not how to play basketball. When he got a little guy on him, there's no need to shoot threes. When you got a big guy on you, like if they're going to play Joel Embiid on you, take him outside, put him in the pick and roll. But the way the NBA is played, and I say, I'm trying to explain because he's a heck of a player, but when they put a little guy on you, go in the post. So that's what I mean. Like when I played and Shaq played, the Joker is the best I've seen at doing this. He don't never let no little guy guard him. He don't shoot threes. Now, he'll shoot a 3 when he has a big guy guarding him, but when they put one of them little munchkins on him, he take him down low and just punish him. That's what I want to see Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, he's a great shooter. And, you know, people criticize me and Shaq a week like we get mad at all these 7-foot guys shooting threes. I don't mind you shooting a couple threes, but the way the NBA is played today, and they're going to put all these little-ass dudes on you, I ain't letting no little dude guard me. You put a little guy on me, I'm going to take his little ass in the post and punish him.
Let's turn to your Rockets, okay? And so when he's not answering questions about burner accounts and that kind of thing, Kevin Durant is having another unbelievable season. And you can see in his age 37 season, averaging 30, he's looking at... I've got another season, 15 straight of shooting 50% from the floor. Rockets are 34-20. They're number 4 right now, Ken.
You know, and shout out to Rafael Stone in a way because he actually, without knowingly, built the team designed for Kevin Durant. So when Kevin Durant then comes in there this year, they are what I call the matchup problem. Kevin Durant, his whole career has been a matchup problem. But when you guard the Rockets, who does your point guard and who does your 2 guard play defense against? That is always going to be the question. So they're always going to have a mismatch on the other thing, which Kevin Durant is the ultimate mismatch. So now that is what's going to carry to the Rockets. We've said earlier at times they need a point guard or someone who to get them into things or to create opportunities for others. But this is the team that they're dealt. So now they have to figure out how do we continue to just create mismatches all over the floor.
So when you say carry them, you'd say carry them to a championship?
Carry them to a championship.
Do they have enough to win?
They have enough to win. They have enough talent to win. They have enough
to win, Chuck?
To win?
No, they don't.
Okay.
They don't.
They do.
First of all,
I think they do.
First of all, the problem is with their offense. Number one, they've never solved the point guard situation. But when you watch them play, they give the ball to Kevin, who's a heck of a player, and Sagoon, who's a heck of a player. And they create their offense. They don't run plays. They beat you by individual talent. Like, they don't run plays. They're like, Kevin's great, give it to him. Segun's great, give it to him. Those guys should be finishing instead of starting to play. Because what's going to happen in the playoffs, when they play against better teams, you're not going to go 1-on-5.
I would agree, and I would add this, though.
Well,
There are certain players like yourself, like Shaq, like Kevin Durant, like now Sengun to a point. They create an offense by just giving the ball because they have to be doubled. And we talked about that last night.
As great as
having someone who could get double teamed, now you have to start rotating.
As great as Kevin Durant is, obviously one of the greatest players of all time, I don't think they have enough to beat Denver. I don't think they have enough to beat OKC. I don't even think they have enough to beat the Spurs. So, again, that's why I say, ask you the question. You're talking about
think the NBA,
can they win a championship?
These guys both are terrific players, but you're not going to go 1-on-5 in a 7-game series and beat the elite teams. Now, you're going to get through the regular season. That's why they're inconsistent. They should have addressed the point guard situation, because I want my best players finishing plays. I don't want them creating, because, like you said it, they're going to force them to double. They're giving it to an inferior player. You just said that.
Yep.
You said, well, hell, if I'm Kevin Durant or Sengun,
I think Jabari, when those guys slash to the basket,
and they beat OKC.
They have an
beat
opportunity. They're good enough this year. They are good enough.
Well,
to me,
that's a good thing about sports.
What wins? Rebounding and defense?
Defense.
Best rebounding team in the league?
Yeah.
Top five in
but I have no problem. I'm saying
defense?
Their offense is their problem,
Yeah,
Ernie.
I know.
Because, and Kenny says, if I'm Segun and Kevin, we're going to double them because we're going to go 1-on-5 and double them. I'm passing the ball to a guy who's not as good as me. I don't like that.
I'm going to use you guys because you're here. Because I was in the locker room.
And this is the last point.
I was listening to the scouting report when we played the Orlando Magic or we played the Phoenix Suns. The only time we had trouble when they slowed it down and said, we're going to those guys every time. Y'all ran all them offenses, we didn't worry. And so you said we going to Shaq or we going to Chuck, now we got a double and we're sprinting all over the court trying to chase shooters and slashers.
Good point.
We didn't have any problem in the plays.
Good point, but we didn't have the ball in 19 seconds on a 24-second shot clock.
Last time Houston won a series, the bubble.
Wow.
Yeah. Charles going viral for that statement.
You got to listen to